What's good, everybody? This is the TheGameHuntah channel with another episode Clash Royale, and in this episode we're gonna talk about the Musketeer because she's back. She's back with that extra 11% bonus damage that she's doing. Is a monster. It's a monster. So in this episode we're gonna take a look to the Musketeer in a couple of attacks, see how useful it is in defense and in offense. All right, let's take a look to the Musketeer. Decent hit points. This is a level 6. Damage per second 145, which is a lot. Damage itself is 160. Hit speed is 1.1 second, which is really fast. Targets air and ground, and that is probably one of the most important factor about the Musketeer. It's really useful in defense against ground and air unit, and the speed is medium, so you can actually combine this troop quite okay with some other troops like the Hawk Rider, for example. All right, so let's go to the battlefield to see the Musketeer in defense and offense. All right, to the Royal Arena. Let's see Musketeer, Britney Spears, Tombstone Wizard against Barbarian Hut, Fireball, Bomber, and a Giant. Alright, so let's get this party rolling. Right away, let's wait a little bit before start deploying my units on the battlefield. Let's see what my opponent is going to deploy. Well, here comes the Barbarians, and here goes the Tombstone. I decide to put the Tombstone in the middle because that can confuse the Barbarians when they get close to one of my towers, right? Probably if it was a little bit more to the left side would be better, but still works, okay? I got the Giant pushing forward with the Musketeer, with the Wizard and the Bomber, one of the cool combos that I'm working on right now. I haven't used the Musketeer yet, okay? The Musketeer, I'm saving her for later because I need to see what my opponent has, what kind of card he's using or she's using, right? And the Musketeer, like I say, is super useful in defense. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to deploy the Musketeer now and see if we can do something against this big combo of Bomber, Barbarians, and Giant. See, Musketeer with one shot was able to dispatch that Bomber, and now is trying to do her best against that Giant. Not bad at all. Holding the ground and now taking care of those Barbarians like nothing. Look at them. Just like butter, they are going down. Now it's time to switch, and we're going in offense. Giant in front, Musketeer in the back. It's a really deadly combo. And if we add a Bomber, well, things can get a lot more nasty for my opponent. Unfortunately, my Giant went down, but Musketeer is still alive. I'm fighting against the baby dragon. Ooh, interesting. We're in trouble right now. I got a group of Britney Spears towards my base, but we're still holding the ground quite okay. The top left corner tower is kind of low in hit points, so I can feel a little more confident. If I can have my combo with the Giant, Musketeer, and Wizard, we should be in good shape. Let's deploy some Barbarians. Let's go and bother our opponent, alright? Barbarian Hut in the other side. Let's deploy a Wizard. Wizard should be able to take care of those Barbarians and Goblins without any issues. Boom. Unless my opponent decides to throw a fireball on me. Giant start pushing forward. Bomber, Tesla towers. Let's put a fireball right there in the middle, taking care of the Bomber, and also do some extra damage to the tower. The Giant can still hold the ground, get that Tesla tower. And now it's time for my opponent to push forward with baby dragon and some Barbarians. But look at the Musketeer one more time. Musketeer one more time on defense. A really powerful card. Look at one more time, doing so much damage to those Barbarians. Not even funny. Tower is down. It's time to start pushing forward. This is a more defensive stand. Even when I'm moving towards the opponent, it's just to make sure that he's not going to be able to deploy units close to my base. Giant right there. Giants in the middle. And look at the Musketeer. Musketeer is going to do so much damage in this moment of the battle. It's not even funny. It's going to destroy the Giant. Number one. Giant down. And now it's bringing down Baby Dragon too, right? That was really cool to see the Musketeer being so effective one more time on the arena. In the arena. On the arena. Over the arena? At the arena? I don't know. Anyway, let's go for another battle. Let's go. Musketeer, Fireball, Bomber, Freeze. My opponent, Britney Spears Hot, Arrows, Minions, and Freeze too. Let's get this party rolling. And let's see what we can do. One more time. We're gonna try to pay attention to the Musketeer. Okay, Bomber is gonna go to the front. Let's do a quick attack. Hawk Rider, Bomber, really deadly combo. Let's do some support with the Musketeer. This is probably not the best way to deploy the Musketeer because the minions can overrun the Musketeer extremely fast. But we still were able to hold the ground against that minion horde, which is kind of deadly. If they use minion horde with freeze, that's a deadly combo, guys. That's why arrows is so cool to have in your deck, if you guys saw my killer deck episode. Alright, let's wait for a few more seconds. Let's deploy the Barbarian. Barbarian's going towards the top right corner tower, and we're gonna probably use freeze in order to do some extra damage and probably bring down that tower. That's how strong are the Barbarians. I know we're talking about the Musketeer, but look at the Barbarian destroying that tower in 2 seconds, and the Barbarians of my opponent, the bottom left corner, also destroying my base like there is no tomorrow. Look at that, my tower went down so fast, so fast. If you don't believe me, yes, Barbarians is still one of the best cards in the game. We're pushing forward with Britney Spears, also with the Musketeer in the back. Let's see if we can do something. Hog Riders coming from the right side. See if we can distract our opponent. Look at the Musketeer right now. Look at the damage of the Musketeer. Yeah, it's not an expert. She's not an expert against tower. But still, look at that. Wow, that was amazing. We did so much damage against that tower just with the Musketeer. And she was receiving direct damage. Direct damage. We still were able to survive that part. Okay, Wizard is moving top right corner with some Barbarians. Let's see if we can start pushing forward. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That fireball was really well placed. He was able to do some nasty damage against my Barbarian and my Wizard. Let's see if we can do something in there. Not much, not too much. Britney Spears holding the ground in the middle of the breach. That's not gonna help me. But Hog Rider is gonna distract some of those Barbarians. That was the whole purpose of that Hog Rider in that moment. Ooh, fireball. I was trying to get those minions too. But things are gonna get super nasty right now. Look at this. He's charging with Hog Rider, minions, and also Barbarian. And look at my Musketeer. Musketeer in defense, doing some damage against the Hog Rider, taking care of the rest, and now we're gonna start pushing forward. It's time for us to move against the enemy tower. There is not much time left, only 20 seconds to go, and the Hog Rider was able to bring down the house. Nice. Musketeer, you guys saw in a couple of minutes, attacking directly the tower. She was able to do some decent damage. So that's basically what I'm trying to tell you, is that if you combine Musketeer with another tank, either Giant, Golem, or P.E.K.K.A., wow, it's really difficult to stop. Alright, fellas, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Clash Royale. I will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.